right, big expanse to be here for MMB Radio, and right now I have Ring of Honor's Michael Bennett with us. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing great, man. San Jose, California, Wrestlemania weekend. You guys had a big card last night. Tell everybody, like, how was that experience like?
Yeah, it's great. You know, anytime we get to come to wherever Wrestlemania weekend is, it's always it's like the biggest show of the year, and it's also the biggest show of the year for us too, because the whole wrestling world converges on one area. So, I mean, there was over 1,000 people there last night. It's the rowdiest fans possible because it's diehard wrestling fans. You have to be to show up and, you know, fly to San Jose or fly to wherever WrestleMania is. So it's a big deal for us. So it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, the indie league thing, it's like a cult following. Like, people love the indie leagues. You got these new things like NXT coming up. They had a really good show, and ROH and a couple other ones out there. They're doing their thing. What differentiates you guys from, you know, the big cartoon show up in Stanford?
Honestly, I think it's the wrestling, the actual wrestling aspect of pro wrestling. We are still entertainment. We throw in aspects. We have the storylines. We have the characters. But at the very core of what we do, it's professional wrestling. You'll go to a Ring of Honor show and you'll be able to see the best wrestling in the world. Now NXT is kind of coming around with that. So I think what Triple H, to his credit, probably did was said, well, I see Ring of Honor. They've been around for 12, 13, 14 years. They haven't left. So they're doing something right. What is that? And he says, it's wrestling. So I'm going to build out my own little thing. So now we have Ring of Honor, we have NXT, we have this thing going on where they're taking our guys, and it's great, man, because once you go to NXT, the big league is the next right after that. So it's only good for wrestling, and it's nice to see that guys like Kevin Steen and El Generico and Fergal Devitt are paving the way. Indie wrestling is now going to become mainstream wrestling, which is just awesome.
Now, what is something you still want to accomplish? I mean, you're still kind of like freshly new in this business. I mean, well, you know, doing your thing for a little bit, but like, what is like your main goals that you want to do?
For me right now, me and my partner Taven, we've been going to New Japan, so that's been my main focus right now. Next week, literally, I go home from here and I fly to Japan, and we wrestle the Bullet Club for the IWGP Tag Title. So that's my mindset: get those titles and bring them back to Ring of Honor. So literally, that's all I'm focusing. And then after that, hopefully, I can get myself into the G1 Climax, and then, you know, hopefully it's AJ Styles, the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. My main focus right now is Ring of Honor in New Japan. My contract with Ring of Honor comes up in December, so who knows where I'll go from there. But right now I have to stick with Ring of Honor, and I'm going to keep trying for New Japan because I love it over there.
Now, what's the strategy for that? I mean, Bullet Club, you know, they're kind of running shit over there. You know, what is your strategy? You know, you get those chances to take the tag titles home.
You know, it's funny. I've known Carl Anderson for a long time. I just kind of got to know Doc Gallows. Those guys are very similar to how me and Taven are, so I think we'll have a very similar style of matchup. We both don't take wrestling too seriously, but we both like to kick the crap out of each other at the same time. So it's probably going to end up being a fight. And what we have, they don't have, and that's Maria. So
I was gonna say, the first lady of ROH, you got to have that. You know what I mean?
Don't be surprised if she gets involved.
I was gonna say right there. I was like, that's worthy of a title, you know, right there, just to have that. So
absolutely, she's been very. She's helped us out a lot in our matches, so I'd be very surprised if she didn't get involved.
Hey, if you ain't cheating, you know what I mean, you're not winning, right? So that's what you got to do. So, well, we thank you for talking to us a little bit.
Absolutely, man. Thank you for having me.
And let everybody know where they can find you at online and everything.
Yeah, just follow me on Twitter. I'm always on Twitter at Real Mike Bennett. Follow me on Instagram at The Real Mike Bennett, and then just follow ROHWrestling.com, and then follow New Japan, and we'll be all around. Feel free to tweet me or Facebook me or Instagram me. I try to respond to as many people as I can. So
we definitely just took those tag titles, and then going after AJ, bringing the other title.
We'll see.
We'll have a big ass party.
Yeah.
Will we all turn up for what? You know what song is playing right now?
It's going right now.
It's going on, man.
Next time you see, I just have the title, and this music will be playing, so it'll be great.
Yeah, we'll have air horns and shit.
Yeah,
we'll have a good time, man.
Partying, who cares?
Yeah, that'll be great, man. Do it right. All right, man. Appreciate it.
Absolutely, buddy. Thank you.